Harriet Wadsworth, daughter of Homer Wadsworth, Earl Pike, Executive Director of the AIDS Task Force of Greater Cleveland, and Bob Eckert, the Foundation's Senior Vice President for Programs and Evaluation and our longtime expert on public health issues. Thanks for coming up. No doubt many of you in the audience knew and remember Homer C. Wadsworth, the Executive Director of the Cleveland Foundation from 1974 through 1983. I personally was not lucky enough to have known him, but from the many stories I've heard of Homer from Bob Eckert, who has been with the Foundation now for 25 years, and many others, it sounds like if you knew Homer, you would certainly remember him. He was a true giant in the field of community foundations nationally, and his name still comes up very frequently at various national community foundation conferences, which I attend on a regular basis. A man of creativity, courage, commitment, and innovation, he left a distinctive mark on the communities he served during his lifetime and on philanthropy across America. In tribute to him, the Foundation recently published a monograph titled Homer C. Wadsworth, The People's Entrepreneur, which chronicles his lifelong contributions to the nonprofit and philanthropic communities locally and nationally. And by the way, copies of this monograph are available through our Public Affairs Department or just by going on our website. Prior to his passing in 1994, friends and family of Mr. Wadsworth established the Homer C. Wadsworth Award to identify and honor community entrepreneurs, dynamic, innovative people who shared and reflected the many strong qualities Homer possessed. A number of noted Greater Clevelanders were honored annually through this award in the late 1990s and early 200s. During that time, the award was given in partnership with the Citizens League at its annual meeting. With the closing of the Citizens League, the award was put on hold for a few years. In recent months, however, our staff, in partnership with members of the Wadsworth family, worked to reestablish this important award. Criteria for the award asks that the recipient has been active in the public or nonprofit sectors, has provided service in Greater Cleveland, and has demonstrated a number of Homer's personal characteristics, including dedication to improving life in our community, imagination, insight, and compassion, courage and integrity, independence of spirit, unconventional, entrepreneurial, and yet pragmatic thinking. So we're extremely pleased to now recognize Mr. Earl Pike, the 2008 recipient of the Homer C. Wadsworth Award. Mr. Pike is Executive Director of the AIDS Task Force of Greater Cleveland and has served in that capacity for the last 9 years. More importantly, since 1985, he's been a committed and passionate advocate for people living with and affected by HIV/AIDS. When many community leaders refused to recognize the needs of this population in Greater Cleveland, Mr. Pike courageously took a vocal role in speaking up on behalf of those who could not raise their voices. Under Mr. Pike's leadership, the task force has grown to a $3.8 million agency with 64 staff serving 1,800 people who are HIV positive and some approximately 40,000 others at risk of becoming infected. During Mr. Pike's tenure, the task force successfully completed 2 mergers and formed 5 interagency partnership agreements that coordinated operations among agencies offering similar services, enabling them to operate with far greater efficiency. And it was primarily through his leadership that the Collaborative for Comprehensive School Health was established. The collaboration helps outline criteria for sex education in grades K through 12 in the Cleveland Municipal School District, the first district in Ohio to do so. It is this combination of his dedication to our community, his passion for the overlooked and underserved, his courage in the face of adversity, and his independence of spirit that makes Earl Pike a very worthy recipient of this award. I'd now like to ask Harriet Wadsworth and Bob Eckert to do the honor of presenting the 2008 Homer C. Wadsworth Award to Mr. Earl Pike.